Welcome, wonderful Pisces. This is your annual 2023 Astro/Tarot reading. We are starting off with the general overview of the whole year 2023. So we are going to go over some long-term transits over your houses, astrology-wise, and I'm going to also clarify these cards that are pre-shuffled for the overall energy for you for the year 2023. After that, we're going to tune into month-by-month prognosis. We're going to cover astrology, and also I'm going to pull additional tarot and advice cards for you. Now, before we get started, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way and set the intention now to have a beautiful year. Thank you, wonderful Pisces. Let's dive right in. We're starting off with the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups as your two overall cards, tarot cards for the year 2023. These are beautiful cards. Then we also have energy of Aquarius, and also the advice for you is to step into your power, beloved, by Venus here. Now with the King of Swords, I'm feeling this is the energy of Saturn coming into your sign after he's done being in Aquarius for about 2.5 years. So what this means for you is this really like a bit colder and detached view to the world. So Saturn will provide you a bit of distancing from your emotions. You'll be able actually to look at the world through a Capricorn lens, let's put it that way. So you, for the next 2.5 years after Saturn moves into your sign, that's from 7th of March, you will actually have the opportunity to view the world through a more realistic lens, through more like 3D reality lens. You know, Pisces is a sign that is connected to Neptune and to the 12th house and all things otherworldly. You know, it's your intuition. Some of you are psychics. You know, you are the signs that are connected to, well, the other dimension the most. And Saturn is the total opposite of that. He's very much rooted in this 3D reality. And Saturn can feel like a wet blanket, honestly, being hit by a wet blanket for every sign. But especially for my sensitive Pisces and all the water signs, I think we have the hardest time embracing Saturn gifts as we move along through life, okay? So as Saturn is transiting your sign, dear Pisces, this really is an invitation for you to get more realistic with your plans for your body, especially if you're Pisces rising. You know, you will be called for to take better care of your body. Now, I'm gonna downright straightforward warn you. Saturn can be a very depressing influence, okay? His energy can be used in beneficial ways. So that's the point of knowing astrology. So you can use his energy to benefit yourself. And what does Saturn like? Saturn likes hard work, okay? Saturn really likes hard work. And if you're not doing the hard work for over the next 2.5 years, you're gonna feel this other energy of him, which is quite depressing in nature, you know? And it's like this big dark cloud and it's raining, you know? But it has his positive side. Actually, with him you can accomplish a lot. Like if you have some goal for your life, if you have a vision that you actually could not kind of invest the time or the energy to go into that direction, Saturn will provide you with this clarity of how doing daily tasks can get you there. Like Saturn likes routine, it likes structure, it likes discipline. So those are all things that he will try to learn you in the next 2.5 years. And if you just try to actually embody those qualities, you will feel the positive side of Saturn, because there is a positive side, and it's a very rewarding to feel the positive side of Saturn. But you know, if we don't take it by the horns, it can ride over us. Okay, so just be very, very mindful of Saturn energy in your sign, dear Pisces. He's going to stay there for about 2.5 years. And most of the people do not like his influence because it can feel quite depressing and a bit harsh. But if you try to use it well, if you actually incorporate discipline, structure into your daily tasks, taking care of your body, then it can provide you with a massive strength and actually reward you with things that you want to accomplish actually being done, actually being manifested in the 3D reality. Saturn is a planet of manifestation. He's the one that makes things tangible. You know, these cards are tangible. They're made because of somebody's hard work. You know, somebody has put in the hours to learn how to draw. Somebody has put in the hours to learn about tarot, about astrology. And therefore we have this beautiful product, but it was hard work. It was the time that was put into the hard work. Okay, so Saturn is also a planet of time, so he will also teach you about the importance of time and how do you spend it well. You know, we can't ever get our time back. It's the highest value of energy, our time. So Saturn will teach you the value of your time, and you will kind of know to charge your, you know, services better after he is done with transiting your sign. You know, you will actually acquire the knowledge and the skill, and you will feel valued or respected for what you can offer if you actually put in the hard work. And then, you know, I know Pisces can be quite charitable and, you know, are there to help other people. But with Saturn, you actually learn that you can make money from some of your skills as well. Saturn is always about safety as well. So he's trying to make you feel like you have to kind of be able to provide for yourself and to protect yourself from, you know, harsh world. Okay, another thing here we have is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is much more vibrant in its nature. It's about emotional fulfillment. So even though Saturn is moving into your sign, you will still be able to be emotionally fulfilled and to step into your power and to feel the beauty of the world. And I feel this has to do something with Jupiter. Jupiter is in Aries as we start this year, and Aries naturally rules your second house. So second house is money, resources, and also self-worth. So Jupiter will definitely help you improve your self-worth as it's going through your second house. So it has been doing so in 2023. You have been helped out in that area, whether financially or whether with your self-worth. And since those things are interconnected, the better you feel about yourself, the more in a vibration or alignment you are with wealth, with more money, luxury, etc. So those two things are interconnected. So if one of those things is suffering, it's most likely because the other one is not in order. So if you do not feel self-worthy or worthy of a big wealth or whatever, you won't be able to attract it. So that's the thing you need to work on, and you have a great opportunity to do so and to benefit immensely from this Jupiter transiting. You know, this is stepping into your power. Venus naturally rules the second house, so maybe do nice things for yourself. You know, even if you don't have that much money, you can always try to afford little luxuries in life. Maybe just taking a bubble bath or going to the lake, having flowers in your house. They don't have to be like those flowers that you buy for a day. No, you can plant beautiful flowers, make things more aesthetic in your surroundings, so you can actually feel more elegant, aesthetic, whatever it is, you know. So Jupiter is definitely trying over there to fix your self-worth somehow. It will provide you with opportunities for growth in that area and growth financially as well. So while Jupiter is there, you know, if you have been out of job, I'm very surprised, you know, because Jupiter in the second house will provide you with the opportunities to earn money. And if you haven't found a job in 2023, you still have time in 2023. Jupiter is gonna stay in your second house all the way until 16th of May. And after that, he's gonna go into your third house. And third house is also a quite nice place to have Jupiter in, because it's beneficial for you to actually acquire any new skill, especially related to communication, maybe social media, and well, anything basically to do with words and anything to do with your hands. So if there's any kind of hobby that includes your hands, or speaking in any way, communication in any way, Jupiter will provide you with great opportunities. You will actually feel inspired to work in that domain. It's not like Saturn influence where you feel like you're obligated to and you must, and you feel responsible for that part of the area. Where Jupiter comes is a bit more vibrancy, it's a bit more inspiration, it's easy to do it, you feel guided to do it, and you have kind of opportunities appearing miraculously in your way. Okay, so that's the beautiful influence of the Jupiter. And when it's moving into your third house, like from May onwards, so you have a year, a full year to actually acquire any type of new skill that will be beneficial for you for the next 12 years, as long as Jupiter takes a whole circle around the zodiac. I should also mention Saturn being in your sign is also valid for the same kind of thing. Like any type of thing that you acquire for yourself, for your physical body, it depends really what Pisces is for you. Is your sun over there? Is your ascendant over there? Like with Saturn, the thing you kind of learn while Saturn is in your sign, those things can benefit you for the next 28 years. Okay, so that's how long it takes. 28 to 30 years, that's how long it takes for him to move around the whole zodiac. Let's say, for example, I've actually learned English while Saturn was in my sign. And that's the skill I'm still using today. And it's beneficial to me immensely. It's really required of me to speak English for the line of the work that I chose myself to be in. Okay, so that kind of energy. And also, if you are feeling somewhat drained by Saturn energy, because Saturn can drain your energy, it is important that you kind of vibrate yourself back to life. You can actually wear more colorful colors, more like Jupiter colors, like orange, or maybe if your sun is in Pisces, try to wear a bit of yellow. And also eat, you know, fruits like that color, like oranges, maybe lemonade, and try to kind of return your vibrancy. You can also do it by watching the sunrises and sunsets. Those are all, you know, if your sun is in Pisces, that means Saturn is draining your sun. So you kind of need to incorporate more sun into your life. Maybe have a picture of sunset, of sunrise in your living room, dress in that type of colors. Also in your environment, maybe you can have some yellow orange pillows, anything to kind of bring back a more sun energy into your life, okay, to balance out the Saturn. We have another card here of Aquarius that I haven't touched upon. So Aquarius is gonna be having Pluto in their sign. It's gonna step into their sign from 23rd of March until 11th of June, and then it's gonna go back to Capricorn. And later in 2024, we'll dive back into Aquarius. So Aquarius is your 12th house. So when Pluto kind of steps into your 12th house, you will have like this window of opportunity from March until June to actually feel this type of energy. And 12th house is really our unconscious house. So you might not feel it so much in the 3D reality, but you might have some vivid dreams. And Pluto can be quite also intense in nature, and it has a dangerous sense to it, you know. So if you've been having some weird dreams, like from May till June, do not take those dreams personally. It's just like Pluto energy is coming into your 12th house of unconscious, of undreams. But this is actually really beneficial for you, because Pluto can empower you if you are psychic, if you are in that kind of line of work that is really a bit controversial, you know, anything to do with the 12th house activities. Pluto can provide you with immense power. Now, 12th house doesn't always have to be spiritual. It can also deal with hospitals and prisons. So if you work anywhere in those lines where like people are kind of stuck for some time, then you will be able to actually be more empowered in your position. That means promotions. But of course, Pluto is quite long-term transits. So it takes about a decade or so for it to move through one sign. Actually, even more, because yeah, it was like, yeah, around a decade or so, a bit more. And yeah, Pluto can bring you power. So with the 12th house, you will also have the power to kind of conquer your subconscious mind, which is really a beautiful skill to have, because our subconscious mind kind of rules like 90% of our life. We mostly do things out of our subconscious programming. So when Pluto comes into your 12th house, you will really have the opportunity to change any kind of default wrong setting, in your opinion, in your subconscious mind. The easiest way to actually tap into your subconscious mind is in the morning when you wake up, or in the evening when you're going to sleep. If you ever kind of caught yourself like just before going to sleep that you have some weird images or hearing something, that's your brain changing to other brainwave, where it's like more closer to the subconscious mind, and then the subconscious mind takes over. So, and in the morning when you wake up, you don't really feel like you've woken up until like 30 minutes or so. That's because your brainwave is still closer to that theta brainwave. That means your subconscious mind. So you can actually trick your subconscious mind into believing whatever you want. And if you want to feel beautiful, successful, wealthy, abundant, whatever it is that you want to accomplish in this life, you can just like say that to yourself as you have already done it, like it's already done. And your subconscious can't really tell the difference from reality or fiction, so he will believe it. She will believe it. Your subconscious mind will believe it. You just have to be persistent at it, like for, let's say, minimum 21 days. That's how long it takes for the brain to kind of make something subconscious, like a habit, like driving or something along, when things become automatically. So that's one way to do it. Like other way to do it is subliminal messages, where you can actually record yourself saying those things, and maybe you can just put it on play and you can listen to them. There's like a lot of them on YouTube. Just make sure you pick like someone reliable from this subliminal community. There's also frequencies that can actually help you kind of remove any subconscious blockages. So you will be able for the next 10 years to actually correct anything that you want in your subconscious mind, so that you can easily manifest in the 3D reality whatever you want. So that will be kind of the general theme. Yes, we overstepped for quite a few minutes for this part of the reading, so we're going to go into January. And actually we're going to keep these cards here because that's the overall energy for the whole year. And now we're going to go into January. I won't dwell too much in January. By the time this is uploaded, January is gone. But you do have our January readings uploaded, so you can check those out. But let's briefly just cover January as well. Let's see what's the overall energy for our dear Pisces for January 2023. Wow, that flew out. Let me just get them. That literally flew out across the room, and no wonder, since this is the cards that we get. So it is the Tower and the Three of Wands. So that's exactly the Tower energy that was like, oh, this flew out. So something unexpected is happening for you in January. I don't feel it's nothing bad. It's just something out of the blue. I feel some of you are waiting on something here with the Three of Wands, maybe waiting for a trip, waiting, Three of Wands is like waiting for the ships to come in. And the advice for you is to assess the situation. So I believe this is connected to the Tower card, something unexpected kind of happening. It's nothing really that will shake you up. It's just something unexpected. Something could be happening on the 15th of January. That's where we have Venus square to Uranus. So let's see in what houses are those. Those are 12 and the 3rd house. Yeah, you might be hearing some sudden like information out of the blue that might change your perspective toward something or someone. So it is important for you to assess the situation, whatever it is, any kind of problem that you have in January. You're invited to actually go out and try to sort it out. Do not let it like linger like too long, And well, Mars is going direct, Mercury direct, and Mercury visible from like 12th, 18th, 19th of January. So if you have any important errands to run, I would do it after that time, at least after 12th, and if not, then 18th, 19th of January. But, since January has passed, let's just move on to February here. We've been talking in the intro anyway too long. So let's see what is happening in February here. So happy Valentine's Day to you all. Even if you're single, I always encourage people to do something beautiful for themselves. And here we have the Sun card. So I feel you will do something beautiful for yourself, definitely. We have Two of Swords in reverse, and we have Seven of Pentacles. So February looks like a beautiful month for you, where you will actually be able to see clearly and to enjoy yourself, to really enjoy yourself. Sun is the happiest card of them all. I feel these two. Okay, so you will be feeling happy in February. And the advices are to cool your emotions and reveal what needs to be seen. Okay, so you will definitely kind of find out some truth in February. And it's also, I feel, called from you to actually reveal that truth to somebody of importance in your life, okay? You also are invited to cool off your emotions relating to something that you will hear in the month of February. But this is not really anything that will like shake up your month. It's just some kind of information that you did not see coming, but that allows you to actually see clearly some situation in your life. With the Sun card, like this is also a wish fulfillment card. It's a yes answer for those of you who are looking for a job, who want a new relationship. This is like happy-go-lucky card and enjoying yourself. So you will definitely be enjoying yourself. And maybe you will be somewhere on the beach. Here we have like the beach, and maybe you'll be traveling as well. Seven of Pentacles here we have as well. So that's you working on something as well, something that's kind of growing. It's in the process of growth. So if you are waiting for something to be kind of materialized in the 3D reality, you're invited still in February to kind of hold your breath. It kind of needs to take its natural course. You know, it takes time for this to become a tree that can bring fruits. And I've been using this example for a few readings now. I don't know why is it so important for this year 2023 that people kind of accept the natural like laws of nature and how it works, and that it takes time for tree to bear fruits, and you know, patience, etc. So that's the vibe of the Seven Pentacles. You are working on something, and you are reminded, you know, that the results will be there. The results, you can see them, you know, but they just need more time to grow into something tangible, okay? So overall, February looks like a great month for you. Well, you'll be having a lot of fun, a lot of joy. Maybe you'll be spending a lot of time in the sun, and definitely that is recommended, you know. With the upcoming Saturn transits, definitely need some sun energy in your life. So I'm really happy for you. February looks lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, let's move on to March. March is quite interesting month because we have two planets changing signs. We have Saturn changing signs, going into your sign, and we have Pluto going into Aquarius. So it's going to be quite interesting dynamic. It's like a full shift in energy, like being felt worldwide. So everybody will be feeling this shift. For you, I feel you're gonna feel empowered by it. Well, it's not surprising. You do have step into your power as like the overall energy for the whole year. Something flipped over. What was that? Be real. Well, be real. Well, that's exactly what Saturn wants. So I feel this is the advice from Saturn. Be real and trust in the universe. All right. So with the Page of Pentacles, I feel you're still working on something that you started in February. I'm channeling Valentine's Day. Maybe you started something important, or you had an idea on Valentine's Day that's quite passionate, you know, that's something that you want to invest your energy in. And it might be something romantic, you know, some romantic idea. And I feel this is like channel from the universe, like this is something you need to do, something that you'll be really passionate about, and that will kind of bring you into this position of power. So I feel with Saturn in your sign, you will have the willpower to actually manifest this thing in into the reality. Okay, it's just important to be real and to trust in the universe and to understand the process. I'm still remembering that card of Seven of Pentacles, where you kind of need to wait for the tree to grow, and then you have to wait until the flowers become the fruit, you know. It's just like that type of energy. That's totally like a Saturn vibe as well, you know. Good things take time. So whatever it is, you can make it. You just need to work hard on it and, you know, trust the universe in the process, okay? So beautiful, beautiful news. This could be also connected to Jupiter, still in your second house, and we have a lot of activity over there. We have Venus, we have the Sun, and we have the Mercury all in your second house. So it is really a great time to put in the effort into anything that you want to create and manifest into this 3D reality, whether that be your project, your creative project, or like new job. Like this is in March, you can really get a new job. We do have also the full moon in your 7th house, which is one-on-one contracts and relationships. So you could be signing a new contract in March, and you'll be kind of inspired to go out and about. You do have a lot of activities in your 1st house that will kind of provide you with the energy and passion and direction in your life to move forward. So March looks pretty great for you. Okay, let's move on to April. Now, April has been quite challenging for most of the signs. I think only Aquarius was like getting the the longer stick in April. That's due to the solar eclipse that's happening in Aries. So let's see how will this work for you. What's happening in April for our dear Pisces? Yeah, it's just, for you, it's like the same for the 90% of other signs. Will have some difficulties, but not too much. We're ending here with the Empress, and the bottom of deck energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's the advice for you. So just be mindful. Solar eclipses are, you know, triggering for some people, especially for our water signs like Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So it's important to relax. Of course, it's important to relax, you know, because you are Pisces and you kind of pick on a lot of other people's energy, okay, as well. So it is important for you to kind of detach. Maybe you will start to see clearly in April here with the Two of Swords reversed. How much energy do you really pick up from other people, and how much, you know, your empathetic nature is actually kind of dragging in some, you know, negative emotion. It's like your compassionate heart, but, you know, it can be kind of double-edged sword, because you can actually, in your desire to actually make someone else feel better, you can actually take on their energy of sadness and of whatever it is that they're feeling negatively. And so for you, it's important really to know when to kind of leave the conversation or the person before it gets too much on your energy, okay? I think you will start to feel in April, this also will be probably connected to Pluto transiting into your 12th house, which is the unseen thing. So Pluto will kind of give you some kind of insights, probably through your dreams or some aha moments of how much really are you affected by other people's negativity. And I feel in April you will start to learn how to actually create boundaries, okay? You will actually try to manifest the Queen of Pentacles energy in your life, you know, which is unbothered, which is safe in her center. Okay, so that might have been a challenge for you for a long time now. And in April, I feel you will actually have to assess that, probably because I mentioned like April didn't really look thrilling for none of the signs, to be honest, besides Aquarius that was kind of also in the same vibe as you are. That's more like picking up on other people's you know, hectic energy and possibly negativity. And I feel for you, this is about learning to walk away from those kind of toxic environment and you know, people as well. I feel that you're going to choose yourself in April, that you're going to choose to relax and mind your own business and focus on your creativity and feeling good on your skin, okay? Do keep your heart open, of course. You're not going to close all the doors to all the people who are not having the greatest time of their life at the moment. But I feel you can recognize difference between the emotional vampires and the people who generally are in need of a shoulder to cry on, okay? So I feel you will actually learn the difference in April, and that you will put some boundaries up, and that you will actually be able to put yourself in the first place and see clearly like who is your friend, who is really just there to kind of suck on your energy a little bit, you know. So I feel like you will actually benefit mostly from April, from all of the signs. Like this is an important lesson to learn in life, how to put boundaries and how to respect yourself and your personal space and your energy. your highest currency, you know. So congratulations, April looks bombs for you, because that's quite an important lesson to incorporate in life, and that will be valid for the rest of your life. It's very, very important. Let's move on to May. What's happening in May for our dear Pisces? Ace of Wands, beautiful, passionate energy, some fresh, passionate beginning as well. After you left something behind, and I think you know what it is, that you actually knew what it was in April already, but that you didn't actually leave it behind in April, but that you chose to do it in May. These are a beautiful set of cards here, and yeah, so those boundaries that you have kind of started to tap into in April, you will actually feel how beneficial that is in May. Now, of course, for you as a Pisces, it could also be hard to leave some people behind, emotionally hard for you, but it will be worthwhile. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, with the Lovers and the King of Wands, you will be able to focus on the things that you are passionate about, on the things that you love to do, and on the things that bring you joy. Okay, so it is very important to make space for those things in life. And if you were surrounded by too many negative people, I highly doubt that you even had the chance. Okay, and look at the advice. Leave the past behind. So that's exactly the Ten of Swords. You are leaving some people behind. You have decided who those people are in April, and some of you might be deciding also on more people to leave behind in May. The thing that will make it easy for you is to reflect on your priorities, okay? So try to make a priority list, like where do you see yourself from now in 10 years? Or where would you like to be in 5 years from now? And then write down those priorities. What would you like to manifest in your life? Then try to organize by the first 3 priorities on your list, that you do something every day to actually move into that direction where you want to go, okay? So that's why the priority list is for, to actually help you organize every day that you are going in that right direction. And Saturn will help you with that greatly. So I feel for some of you, you have been kind of scattering your energy around for other people until April, and now you're learning actually how to invest all that energy that you have invested into other people onto yourself and onto the things that bring you joy and passion and what you love to do. And in order to make room for that, you need to leave the past behind, and you need to leave anything that really doesn't make you feel happy, you know, that you're not obligated to leave in your life. You can actually walk away. Life is too short for anything else, really. So May looks like another wonderful addition for you to move forward in life into the direction where you want to go. So yes, this is really your year of empowerment, dear Pisces. I'm happy for you. Okay, so June, take both. Upright. June looks like a happy month. You have come full circle and you're having fun. 3 of Cups is the card of having fun. So some of the people have managed to stay in your life, and it looks like in June you will be having fun with those people, and possibly even like a little road trip could be going on. The World is also about completion, but it's also Saturn card at its best. You know, this is really you manifesting some kind of new beginning in your life, a more fun beginning in your life with the 3 of Cups. We have advice cards: know your worth, lighten up, and be humble. Okay, so I feel in June you will actually feel like a massive burden came off your shoulders. And there will be people here to support you with the 3 of Cups. I particularly feel you have 2 friends that can kind of understand your journey where you are in life, and that can kind of help you and guide you in the right direction. But you kind of have to be humble to actually address your situation with those people. I think in your approach, in order so that they can actually kind of help you and nudge you in the right direction. They will also help you kind of lighten up your burdens and to actually know your worth, and that people who were worthy of your energy are still in your daily life. Okay, and these are the type of people that you will have in the future. These are a few friends that will actually stay for the long run till kind of death do us part here, I feel, with the stars. Okay, so in the June you will know actually who are your friends and who will stick with you in the long run, who is there for you when things are not so bright, and also when things are bright, who is happy for you. Like, that's very important. Like, sometimes we share our happiness, and even those people who we thought are our dearest friends can be jealous. And that's very negative energy, that, you know, evil eyeing somebody, being jealous. I mean, you'll understand now who is really happy for you when you're happy, and who is just like faking it and, you know, wishing they're that. I'm not gonna say the word. Okay, so I feel in June, this is where you come like full circle. You have left some things in behind, and that is really providing with new opportunities to actually meet new people who are in higher vibration than you used to be, because you are vibrating higher now than you used to be when you were surrounded by all those negative people who were kind of very disruptive in their nature, like led by their emotions that are not controlled really well. Okay, so that's channel message, not possibly for every one of you, but it could be true. I mean, you're Pisces, you tend to attract all sort of things. Okay, so July, let's look into July. What's happening in July? I see North Node is changing signs, moving to Aries, so more financial opportunities for you are coming. With the North Node really expands whatever it touches. So when he's in your second house, he will really expand your ability to make money and to make your ideas a reality. So if you have any type of thing that you want to create, I feel in July you will actually be given the key information to actually move forward. And I feel you going to 8 of Pentacles from those 7 of Pentacles energy that we had like a few months ago. So your like project is growing, and you are kind of finding the missing piece of a puzzle in July, and it's kind of feeling inspired all over again with the Page of Wands. This is like, again, new, young, inspired energy to do something. Okay, with the 8 of Pentacles, I also feel that it's important for you to kind of actually prioritize again, and to reflect on that priority list that you made, because there are many things in this card that want to be manifested. If you can see, there's like books, there's this and that. You kind of need to focus. She's focused on the candle light. Okay, try to focus in July on that one particular thing that is possibly the most important one to you, because I feel you'll be having like that missing piece of a puzzle that will help you move forward. We have the advice cards: trust the universe and be proud of yourself. Yes, I'm already proud of you. It's only July and you have already accomplished so much. Okay, it might feel like a little to you, but if you compare yourself now in July 2023 to only a July 2021, you will see how you have grown in very, very big way. Okay, so do not underestimate yourself. You need to trust in the universe and its processes, and be proud of yourself for everything that you have accomplished so far. Okay, so July, I feel, is a tap on the back from the universe, so for a job well done. And of course, there are still some things that are kind of hidden and not really manifested yet, so you kind of need to trust in the universe that all will fall into place. Okay, so beautiful energy for July as well, I'm feeling. Let's move on to August. Oh, August? Where is August? And there you go. Alright, cards all over the place. So August could be starting a bit hectically. All over the place. Maybe it'll be busy. Oh, 8 of Pentacles again. So we are continuing whatever it is that you have been doing in July. We're going to continue that in August. And you have some kind of wish fulfillment here with the star. Okay, there's too many cards. I need just one more. We're done? Okay. Okay, so we are wrapping up something in August, I feel, with the Page of Pentacles as bottom of deck energy. And it's a wish fulfillment for you. So the star is one of the most beautiful cards that you can get in a tarot spread. So we had also one of the beautiful cards in February. So I feel February was very beautiful for you. Maybe something really nice was happening then. But then also August feels like a lovely month where you're kind of really inspired to take action on the things that really make you happy. This is a wish fulfillment card, so some kind of wish is coming true for you in August, and it will allow you to see the bigger picture in life. And that's I'm feeling very calm energy now, like very maybe you'll go on vacation and really relax, because now I'm really channeling this relaxed energy, this contentment with life that is like nirvana. Like I'm really like channeling and feeling a nirvana, like this beautiful state of mind where you're not stressed, where you're not worried at all, where you kind of embrace life and the flow and just enjoying yourself. Maybe you're somewhere on the beach enjoying your holiday, or you're at home meditating and allowing yourself the state of transcendence, because this is really otherworldly vibe I'm feeling. Okay, it can't really be put into words either. It's like very mesmerizing energy. Okay, so some of you could be meeting somebody new in August as well. For those of you who are single and looking and wanted a relationship, I think the star here is also a wish fulfillment, that you find that someone else. We have also a lot of activity in your 7th house over there. We're going to have the sun, we're going to have Mercury, and we're going to have Mars in your 7th house. So one-on-one relationship, that's an opportunity for a long-term relationship. Also, we have Mercury going retrograde over there, so some of you will have the opportunity to actually meet some old crush or a flame from the past, maybe to wrap things up or to give it a rekindle, a restart. But overall, there is just like, it's almost like orgasmic feeling, like this whole August of yours. Okay, not the beginning, it feels a little bit more hectic, but the more we dive into it, the more I feel this energy, which is really otherworldly. It's like hard to put into words. So I feel some of you will be mesmerized, maybe you'll fall in love. But overall, yeah, it's like this feeling of being in love, but carefree, you know. It's like, you know, those high school vibes where you're not worried, where you're not stressed, or, you know, care about the outcome. You just daydream about the person and just, you know, happy about it. So August looks quite romantic. For those of you who are in a relationship, I will invite you to take some inspired action towards your partner. Maybe make something romantic, a gesture, candlelit dinner, and that will kind of put you in this same type of energy where you kind of feel so beautifully connected to each other. Like August is definitely one of the most beautiful months for you. I feel this is like really, really calming, relaxing, enjoyable energy. We have also Venus becoming visible in your 6th house. So this could be also meaning that you are removing something from your daily routine that is no longer in alignment with who you are. You have changed into someone so much better. And Venus being born, meaning becoming visible in your 6th house, is really a shift in your dynamic of daily to day routine into something much, much better than what you used to have. So I feel August is like a game changer for your life. Like this energy that you will be feeling, it will stick with you for quite a while, because I'm kind of still dwelling on it, still lingering in this energy, and it is quite, you know, mesmerizing. So I feel August is going to be a very magical month for you, one where you kind of believe in wishing upon a star and things like that. Okay, so quite romantic, quite interesting month. Okay, I still want to linger in this energy and tell you a bit more about it, but I think I covered most of it. It's just like happy nirvana vibe I'm feeling here. So beautiful, so beautiful. So let's move on to September and see what's happening there. But enjoy. August looks lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll move on to September now. I'm still feeling that beautiful hazy like emotions and sensations from August. So I feel they are transpiring and coming into September as well. Very calming energy, very beautiful. Okay, we have one card on the floor, the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is a beautiful, beautiful card if it's used well. We also have the Page of Wands, and the bottom of deck would be Page of Swords. You can just feel it in my tone, like how this, you know, this feeling is still transpiring in September. I feel some of you might have even fallen in love in August, or kind of rekindle things with your partner, and now things are going in a whole other beautiful direction, where you kind of feel empowered with this person, where you kind of, if you're divine feminine, I feel your masculine has really taken on the role of the emperor, but in a positive way. Like the emperor is it's an emotional card, but it's also mastery over your emotions. If we look at this card in particular, you can see the emperor here with the chess figure, and you can see the chest down there. And this is about, you know, kind of taking life by the you know, where, and actually kind of feeling at the top of your game. So if you are female, you will start to notice your male has kind of tapped into this energy of the emperor, and you will find them much more alluring, appealing, and like, wow. And if you were single, then you probably met somebody like that who kind of shook your world. Like, this is wow. So it is, advice here is to find the balance and work through your feelings. So I feel you'll be feeling a lot of positive emotions. This is, I feel, this Ace of Cups that has been coming through to kind of charm things out for you in August and in September too. So you kind of need to find the balance between the, you know, daydreaming and the real life here. That's all that I'm feeling, you know, because in September you're probably, some of you are back to work, and you kind of need to balance now the daily humdrum of life and this beautiful feeling that you have with your partner or with a new crush. So yes, it is important to go back to Page of Swords and to actually invest your energy in some other project. But I feel for a lot of you, you'll be kind of enjoying yourself and enjoying these feelings, and there's nothing really wrong with that. You can also work through your feelings if you are triggered by anything, although I don't feel that energy at all. But it is a general reading, so for some of you, this advice is coming through to work through your feelings. You know, sometimes people, when they start to feel a lot, they get afraid and they shut down and lock out. So you are kind of invited to work a bit through those feelings and to see why you are triggered and how you can solve that. You know, this is like a little bit of solving those sweet troubles. But overall, I feel September as another wonderful month for you, where you are actually able to step into your power here. This is Aries card, and this is Aries card as well. So I feel for you in September, you'll actually be able to do that. Until now, you were kind of sorting things out on the way, not really knowing what you were doing, but kind of feeling what needs to be done, and you left some people behind. But it still takes some time for that energy to kind of fade out from those people who you left behind. And I feel by September, you will finally kind of feel free in your own skin and free from all the past. And you'll be able to step into your power and in the Emperor power, which is actually about you controlling your emotions and you actually making decisions like cool-headed. Like, that's the Emperor energy. All right, so I feel September, you're really maturing, but in a beautiful way. It's like very smooth, very gentle. This is like the best energy that I had in all the readings that I've done for the 12th sign. Your August and your September, this so calmness, so peacefulness. I haven't felt that with any other sign. So kudos to you, congratulations. That's a big step forward in your vibration. I feel to come from those first few months into this type of vibration. It's really a massive shift in your perception and a massive shift of your reality. So I feel you have kind of dodged a few negative timelines to get to here. So congratulations. I know it has been, you know, difficult, but here are the rewards. So enjoy them. Beautiful energy, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, let's move on to October and see what we have happening there. Okay. Happy Halloween, you guys. Hope you get all dressed up and have fun. We have the moon. We have the King of Cups. And what else do we have? To clarify this moon a little bit. Not that much. Let's see. All good cards anyway. Okay. I'm going to take the bottom energy, which is the Ace of Wands. And let's move on to the advice. Okay, in October, I feel you're still swimming in that nirvana here with the moon, and you're just like going with the flow with the King of Cups, and you're going forward. I actually feel you are going to be feeling happy. We have the advice, trust all will be well, and focusing on the positive. Yes. So it looks like in October, you're going to still have to kind of do a bit more work with your subconscious mind, because that's the moon. It's our subconscious mind, and like you will figure out there is like some kind of subconscious kind of trigger that needs to be kind of dealt with. And I feel for a lot of you, you will actually sort it out with the meditation here with the King of Cups, and that will allow you to once again feel passionate, you know. And this is like I feel October, you're still kind of like high on August and September, but it's kind of a little bit fading away, which is normal. We can't always be in the same state of mind or energy. But for you, I will feel that you will actually understand why that is happening and try to find a way to actually rekindle whatever it is that you kindled up in August and in September. So in October, I feel you'll be finding a recipe how to keep that energy going and flowing. You will still have that energy going and flowing, and you kind of need to focus on the positive and trust all will be well, okay? Because you know, it's like when you're going home from a really fabulous night out, from your concert of your favorite singer or something, you know, and you kind of just like want to be there again, you know. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. So you're kind of trying to re-emanate that in October. And the way to do it is actually to focus on the positive and to focus on the things you are passionate about, okay? So you don't need other people to make you happy. And in October, that's another lesson, because I feel also this has something to do with another person why you were happy about in August and in September. And now in October, you're actually trying to emulate that emotion just through yourself. That would be kind of the lesson, how to feel that way without other person actually kind of triggering it within you. So that's also a beautiful lesson to learn in this lifetime. And after you kind of master it, you have a whole other dynamic of your life where you alone can make yourself happy. And yes, some people are really not up to the task. So it is quite important to have these kinds of tests and to learn that kind of skill, because that kind of skill is like the best skill you can have to live this life in a beautiful way, isn't it? Like you get to decide how you feel, and to feel good. Like it's a decision as well, you know, not to allow negative course of emotion to actually get the steering wheel, but to actually being able to control it and to focus on a positive and decide how you're going to feel and how you're going to react to certain situation. That's really a whole other level of living life. Think of it as like Super Mario game, you know. By the third level, you didn't even know you could have that skill, but by the level 10, you know, you're actually required to actually learn it and to actually have a different level 11. Okay, so life can still surprise you and bring its sweet little fruits. So I feel in October it is going to surprise you with this willpower to actually kind of learn how to be your own, you know, a good charm or luck charm or a happy charm. Okay, so that is quite important lesson to learn in life and to master it. So you have an opportunity coming for you in October, so please make sure that you use it, because that skill could change your life completely, I promise. Okay, that's like the most important skill to acquire. So let's see what's November having in store for you. November 2023 for my dear Pisces. Everything is flying off everywhere. So it looks like another interesting month. I'm not gonna take that because everything flew out. We're gonna go for a bit more direct cards, which is the wheel, which is a lucky card. We have the 10 of Wands as well. There we go. And one more. Let's clarify a little bit. 10 of Wands, the Tower. Okay. Yes, so I was feeling again, have you noticed when cards start flying out all over the place, the Tower card is somewhere near coming by? So what does that mean? So that's actually the Tower energy, something, you know, flipping and distorting, out of the, like kind of a blue. Let's see what the advice is here. We have step up and lead, embrace the flow of life, and forgive. Okay. Okay, so overall, November is like a happy month. Okay, so this is the Wheel of Fortune card. That's the overall energy for November. So that's a happy card. The wheel is actually that card that talks about cycles of life that I have been discussing with you. When you think of a tree and the time that it has to grow to have fruits and for flowers before fruits, etc. Okay, so but it's also a really lucky card, like when things go your way, when you actually have something going your way. Okay, so you will be lucky, but there is this kind of a little bit of a different energy here with the Ten of Wands and the Tower. I feel you are kind of releasing yourself from some kind of burdens, which you can see with the Ten of Wands how much burden this lady is carrying. And then we have next to the Tower. So I feel you'll be getting rid of some emotional baggage here in November. Okay, so you might have left some people behind in, when was it, April, May? But I feel you didn't sort out all the emotional baggage that they left behind. So I'm feeling here you are actually getting rid of that quite suddenly, quite out of the nowhere. And the process to get there is to forgive. So you kind of need to forgive those people and to yourself for actually being with them for so too long without maybe seeing who they truly are. Okay, so it is important to forgive to yourself and to others, because otherwise it just becomes too much of a burden to actually be in the other vibration of possibly resentment or feeling guilty or feeling shame. Those are like the lowest vibrations you can actually be on this planet Earth. Like, you kind of need to be happy here with the wheel, and you have the opportunity to do so. And I think the pathway is the forgiveness of this emotional baggage that you have been dragging on for way too long. Okay, so we also have advices of stepping up and lead, and to embrace the flow of life. Embrace the flow of life is actually, again, another different way of the wheel of coming through, where you are actually, yeah, I feel you need to kind of think of yourself as that tree at this moment, and to understand, you know, that when you were younger, you couldn't have been that strong. You didn't have that roots that much strong. You weren't able to produce fruit like you do now. So all the connections along the way that you made that didn't make through were kind of your path to where you are, to learning the things that you have learned. You know, we shouldn't take other people for granted or their influence on our life as just purely negative, because we have learned something from those people. If nothing, we have learned to actually form boundaries and to learn to respect ourselves, like it's you have learned something. Okay, so it is important, like when we come to Earth, you know, we do sign contracts with some people who are going to hurt us in order that we learn some lessons. But you shouldn't like be sending them evil eye or negative energy for the rest of your life. So that's why here forgiveness we have. And it is one of the most important things that you can learn in life, to actually forgive yourself and to forgive others. It will actually help immensely with your energy. It will allow you to step into the higher vibration of being and experiencing life. You know, when we're in the lower vibration, we can't really experience that so much joy, or we can't stay in it for long, or it's mostly dependent of other people or circumstances, and then, you know, it's not in our power. And of course that's not really a nice way to live a life. So in November, you really have the opportunity to kind of shift the dynamic. It's important that you choose this, okay? That you choose to be happy in November. You know, there's that song of Rihanna I'm channeling. I choose to be happy. Like some diamonds in the sky. I feel the diamond in the sky is the forgiveness for you, okay? All right, so you know what to do. I think I explained this quite well. I feel the need to actually emphasize a bit more on the forgiveness and how much good will it do to you. Just try, okay? I know sometimes it's hard, especially for Pisces, who is a very emotional sign, to really forgive and to understand other people who might be even superficial, well, like from their perspective. But just think about it, like not everybody is Pisces. Some people are really some much colder signs, like some, if the person has a lot of planets in the air sign, they're just not so emotional, and they don't hold things to heart as much as you do. So this is actually for your own sake, that you learn to forgive those people. You know, they're different people, and for them it doesn't mean the same experience as for you. Okay, so for Pisces, forgiveness, I mean, look, it is your card, full moon in Pisces, to forgive, you know. It is your card, so therefore another emphasis on how important it is in your life to know how to forgive, especially to the people who have been with us the longest, you know, possibly also your parents, and you know, for not knowing better. Like, I'm sure they did their best from the place where they come from, if you think about their upbringing, and if you know a little bit about the grandparents as well and how they were raised, you will see that probably your parents did the best that they could with what they had, with what they had learned. We are living now in completely different times, and we have the ability to heal ourselves, and our parents really didn't have that. Like, we have so much opportunity today to reach out to spiritual people, to communities. Before our generation, there was really nothing but like work and get married and have kids, and you know, that kind of just procedure, you know, and doing the best that they can with what they were raised and built with. Okay, so I feel for some of you, this is also ancestral forgiveness that will, because of this 10 of Wands, I feel this is something that's a long time coming, you know. So I feel for some of you, it really has have to do with ancestors, and something along the line that you thought maybe was unfair to you, but you kind of need to come also from their point of view and where they're coming from to actually understand their actions. Like, look at who raised them, how they were raised, and then compare that to how you were raised. So you will see many improvements that they have done raising you, comparison to how they were raised. So everybody is always like hoping and trying to do their best, but sometimes we're just like victims to negativity, to wrong things that we have learned as children, as adults, and that can transpire, you know, over to our children and to our other relationships as well. So again, the importance of forgiveness for you in November will make a huge shift in your perspective towards life, towards possibly your ancestors, and any other people who have hurt you and who have been, you know, there for most of your life. So I can understand it's sometimes really hard to understand that those people's perspective and where they're coming from, being a water sign as yourself. But I've learned along the way that not all of us are the same, and I've learned to embrace people for who they are. And if we can vibe together, that's great. I don't really like judge them, but sometimes I part ways with people who are, you know, not my kind of vibration anymore. Like, you don't want to be with them anymore, but I still forgive those people, and, you know, forget. Let them live their life, and I live mine. Okay? All right. So I think we discussed November a lot, but it is a, you know, these are all very important messages that I'm feeling for all the last, like every month was having something from March onwards, something very specific, important for you. So yeah, I think you will grow a lot in 2023. Now, let's see what December has in store for you. Too many cards. Okay, one more time. Okay, this one flew out. You know what happens when things fly out? Possibly a tower. Possibly a tower, but I will try to keep it kind of slower. All right, we have the Hangman. So, oh my. So we have the Hangman, and the Hangman is always talking about the resting time and recuperating. For some of you, maybe joining a class, some kind of yoga class with the swings could also be beneficial for your body. It could make you feel better, you know, because Saturn in your first house can actually kind of make you feel stiff, you know. Saturn is a very stiff planet, and in your first house, especially if you're ascended as Pisces, you can start to feel a little bit stiff and, you know, not so flexible. So I feel this type of kind of maybe yoga, something to to do to stretch your body will really help you deal with the Saturn energy in your sign. Okay, so stretching, this is I'm not sure how is it called, the swing. It's some kind of a swing. They have it in our yoga center where I go to dance. So I didn't really try it like I do other things over there, but I saw it, and that's exactly the thing that is here. So I understand how Saturn can really make you stiff, and that's enough, I feel. And it is kind of important to take care of your body here. Let's see what else we have. We have go for it and open up the change. Okay, so here we have two very different dynamics here with the Four of Pentacles. If you can see, this woman is holding on to her pentacles here. She's not letting this bag go. So there's something that's making you feel safe in the month of December, and you kind of need to open up the change. You kind of need to kind of release your grasp on something that you're kind of refusing to let go from your life. Also, we have here the advice, go for it. I'm feeling like we need another additional card for us to actually comprehend what is this all talking about. The third house, communication. What's happening there? We have the Jupiter. Okay. Okay, we'll take one more. Oh, okay, gotcha. Communication. Okay, so for some of you, there is some kind of dynamic in your communication that is not really in alignment to your higher self. There is something that you are kind of protecting here. If you look at the earring, she's covering her throat, especially if you're the type of person who likes to wear scarves. You know, scarves are a type of armor, you know, and I know you as Pisces like to have your armor like hats and things like that. So pay attention if you really like to wear scarves, like because that's kind of a telltale about the person trying to protect their neck. Like if you wear just an accessory, if it's not really cold outside and you have really no other reason to wear it, but you know, because you feel comfortable wearing it, then this is a sign that you kind of need to work on your throat chakra a bit, communication, because I feel you are kind of reluctant to actually discuss some things with other people. Like there are some things that you're holding on only to yourself. So let me remind you how you create intimacy. It's by being honest. It's by speaking. And that's also how true friendships are formed. Of course, you have to weigh like who's going to be your friend and who's going to be your partner. But you chose them for the reason, or they managed to stay for a reason this long with you till December, because we know you had a clearing in May and April, I feel. And I feel the only way forward, like from December, is actually to speak your truth. And to go for it and to open up to change, like really try to expand your throat chakra. I feel it now choking up a bit. So there are actually mantras on YouTube. You can type in mantra for throat chakra, but also you have frequencies as well that will help you kind of remove any type of blockages in your throat chakra. I'm kind of feeling partly suffocated right now. Like I'm dragging my shirt all the way down from my throat. So there is some kind of things that you don't want to say here with the Four of Pentacles. Maybe that's the thing in November, that you were kind of called to forgive. Maybe you don't want to talk to these persons anymore in December, but I feel for you, it's some of you, is really important to address some kind of issues, especially if these are the people who are still in your life, who still have to be a part of your life, who you cannot leave behind. There are some people who we can leave behind, and there are some people who stay with us. So I feel for some of you, this is again related to your ancestors. And it could be the case, I mean, it's December, so we will have like more time spending with our family. So I feel you will actually benefit if you open up to change, if you go for it, to talk honestly with whoever it is that you need to talk to in December, okay? There are some things, some part of your personality that you just don't allow to shine or to be shown around these people. And it's really, I feel like, the best part of you. And it's such a waste not to express this type of energy to the people who have been there for you the longest in the best possible way they knew. Sometimes it's not so positive from your perspective, I feel, but there is this part of you that you are hiding, and you have hid this part of you for a long time here with the Hangman. You weren't expressing it at all. So I feel it's really time for you in December to shine, to really spend these holidays properly, being your true self. And I'm tearing up at the moment, so I feel this is highly resonating with some of you and hitting the spot that's kind of making me tear up. So either you are tearing up and I didn't want to make you cry. So sorry about that. But if it is making you kind of emotional and vulnerable at the moment, then this really means that this was a message for you, and that this was really the advice for you. Just remember, life is too short, and sometimes we live it like we're gonna live forever, and we treat people like we are gonna live forever, and like they're not gonna die, and like we are not gonna die, but we are here only for such a short time. So it is quite important to actually show who you've grown into. You've changed. You're no longer a kid. And it's okay to be this new you, the adult you, the version of you that you have kind of made yourself to be, not who you were molded into. Okay, so you might have like felt you would be judged, or like, yeah, I feel you were not interested into showing that true self part to these people, and you're really called to show it, you know, to step into your power here. I feel that will be the last missing piece of a puzzle for you to make really 2023 your year. You have come a long way. You have learned so much in 2023. Like, also, you have learned the most, I feel, in 2023, along with Aquarius. And these two signs are quite connected. Like, if you have Sun in Pisces, like Venus and Mercury are never far away. So either they're in Aquarius, might be Aries. But if you have some planets in Aquarius, I would also suggest looking into that video as well, because I feel like a massive growth for both of you signs, so for Aquarius and for Pisces as well. So if you have anything in Aquarius, I feel this is really like, you will not recognize yourself in 2024. Definitely not. You'll be something much better, someone much better, but also something like, maybe you'll make a name out of yourself. Sweet. So Pisces, what a beautiful year for you. I would really like to be in your skin in August and in September, but all the year so far it looks quite prosperous for you. It looks really great for growth and for changing into your best self. So congratulations on such a productive, awesome year of 2023. I'm wishing you all the best in utilizing all the energy we have discussed, I really hope you resonate. I really hope I helped you guide along the journey. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments how it resonated for you, and you know, how much have you learned, you know, in the process of 2023 becoming your year. Okay, thank you so much, wonderful Pisces. I hope you enjoyed 2023. Have fun. Bye bye.